Oh my gosh, I'm in such a terrible position here. Because all the good teams left. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Right Bench Podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm James.
Season 3, episode 11 this week. We got a good college football draft coming in. A little different than last time though. It'll be building the perfect college football program. But you can only use each team once, right? So there's 10 categories. Basically, it's like pick any category we want each time, but you can only use each team once. Total, right?
Okay. So do I get to use? So, for an example, say I want to use Bama.
Yeah.
Can you use Bama?
No.
So there's gonna be 20 different teams drafted.
20 different teams drafted.
Okay.
So there's 10 categories: quarterback, and then running backs, wide receivers, defense, coach, fans, which is stadium plus and tailgating. NIL market, which is really important. Recruiting, that's both high school and in the transfer portal. Championships and NFL talent.
Okay.
So it's like player history.
All right.
Alright, let's do it.
You
You want to do the coin flip? Who goes first? And also, are we doing the thing where the second pick gets 2?
Do you think that worked last time?
I think last time I think it was good for me a lot just because of the teams that were on the board. But this time I think it could go either way.
No, I just think we flip it and we go 1-1-1-1.
Okay.
Because I don't think you should get back-to-back picks saying you get to take an NIL market and fans like that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely.
I don't really like that.
But yeah, we can do that this time.
So are we starting a quarterback or can we just pick where we want?
You can pick anywhere you want anytime.
I bet.
So that's the strategy of it, right?
I bet.
And what do you want?
Heads.
Tails. I'll take the first pick.
Okay.
All right. Now there's so many places I could go. I could take LSU off the board for you. It may be receivers. Because I know you're probably going to pick their fans first. Weirdo. I could take Florida's NIL market, which would be crazy. I could go a good quarterback, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I think I want to take a good team off the board. One thing that really stood out to me was running backs. I feel like it's very important, especially in college football. And so, you know what? I don't know really anything about running backs, so I'm going to do it. I'll take Ohio State's running backs.
Okay.
I'm going to take Quinshon Judkins and, what is it, Travion Henderson is his name?
Yep.
They're 2 of the top 5 in college football. So I'm going to take them as my first pick.
All right, bet. Okay. It's fine. Ohio State's off the board. They're let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
I didn't do any.
They were in 4 different categories that I could have chosen from.
I didn't do any prepping, so I'm probably going to get stumped at the end of this draft and really mess up.
I'm going to go NIL market. I think it's one of the most important things in college football nowadays. And I'm going to take Louisiana State University off the board. I'm going to take LSU for the NIL market.
That's not a good pick.
It's not a good pick. LSU has the best NIL market on the planet right now. Who has a better one?
I think other SEC teams can pay.
Name one.
I think Texas.
No, not. It's nowhere
Florida
close. It's nowhere close. So it's literally nowhere close. And
Yeah,
I think LSU has a brand. LSU is an NIL market in general in all sports as a school. LSU is the biggest NIL market as a school on the planet. Honestly, it is. I promise you. I promise you. If you look at the numbers, there's no one else close to LSU. What they're pulling NIL wise, it's LSU.
I disagree, but whatever.
You're gonna be the only one that disagrees with that.
No, I'm not.
If you can genuinely name me a better NIL market right now, currently in sports than LSU.
A&M can pull much more money than LSU can.
In sports in general, LSU is the number one.
A&M can pull more money.
No, they literally can't.
They literally have done it every year.
It's not the point.
It's not the point.
If you can just get more money, that's not what the NIL market is.
It kind of is.
It literally is not.
Then what else is it?
It's literally about pulling players to get NIL money.
Recruiting.
Okay, think about the people who LSU has produced in the NIL market. They literally made a show on this.
I know what you're talking about.
There's literally a show called The Money Game on LSU for the entire NIL market. The people that they have produced in the NIL market is insane. You can start with Jaden Daniels in the football space.
Jaden Daniels, that's more, the NIL market category is how much money you can pull from donors to pay people. And
That's
I think
literally not what the NIL market is.
And then that's also
some of it, but it's not.
And then the recruiting one, which is how good are you at getting players coming to your school? And that's I think what you're thinking. But
it's literally not how. Look what they've done. Just think about the people they've produced.
You know how much money Texas A&M put into their football season this year?
What? That
You know how
doesn't
much
even.
money? That's literally the entire category.
That's
Money.
literally not what NIL is. The NIL is name, image, and likeness. It's not money.
It's basically all it is.
It's literally not. You don't understand what NIL is. It's
apparently
not.
I don't.
It's not, bro. It's not. Just
Apparently I don't
get your next pick.
understand.
If you understand what NIL is, it's not just money. That's not what
Yeah.
NIL is. It's paying players off their name, their image, and their
That's
likeness.
what you just said. Paying players.
That's not what. It's not just money. It's not how much money you can produce. That's not what the best NIL market is. It's depending on how you can get players to use their NIL money. How can you get players to gain money through different sponsorships, through their likeness, through their image. It's not just how much money you can get from donors. That's part of it. That is not what the majority of NIL is.
Okay. Let's see where I'm gonna go here. I think I could maybe do something like fans or NIL here. Maybe like recruiting. I feel like recruiting could be a good one. That's really important. The teams have been good at recruiting. Ohio State's been really good at recruiting, but I just took them. LSU's been good at recruiting.
You can't take them.
I know I can't take them. Just thinking. I think Alabama's recruiting.
Okay.
They get a lot of good players.
All right. Anything else to say on that, or just?
No, I mean
they
just throughout the years they've been so consistent, which is part of it. Kind of like how consistent you are, like in and out every year. Kind of like says things to your recruitment, right? How good are you at getting players to come? So consistent talent turnover is very important in that. It's like what you do. So I think that's the main thing I can look at for this category is consistency. That's what Bama's been for the last many decades.
Okay. I'm gonna. Ooh, this is tough. There's a bunch of things I could do here. Alabama's off the board.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough already. Like, this is going to be a tough draft.
I'm going to go fans.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go Penn State. I think Penn State has one of the best atmospheres in college football. I think it's the second best atmosphere besides LSU. Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium is incredible. Their whiteout games is truly one of the most incredible things to watch on TV. Like, it might be the coolest thing to watch in college football. I'm going to take Penn State.
Yeah. I also was really impressed at how loud Kyle Field got when they played LSU.
I mean, yeah, it's top. It's definitely a top five. Yeah,
I mean, that place got loud.
Yeah,
like it's bigger than Death Valley, obviously, but still, I was impressed. So I might be looking at them later. But I think I'm gonna go to the coach here. Take another big program off the board. Take a great coach and Kirby Smart in Georgia.
Okay.
I think having a good coach is so important, and I think taking a big.
You think he's the best coach in the nation?
I mean, at this point, probably. I mean, who would be better right now? Who have been proven, like... Because, like, I feel like all the best coaches have left. Harbaugh, Saban, who were, like, the cornerstones of college football coaching for so long are now gone. So I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of proven coaches in college football right now. Mm-hmm. Like, Brian Kelly's, like, the winningest coach. So I think getting that early in a team that might not be on the board later, I think is a good pick.
Okay.
Also a category I'm not too versed in, so...
I'm trying to think about what is so important because I think NIL and fans were my two top things, especially just college football. I think recruiting and quarterback are the two I'm looking at right now. I think I'm going to take quarterback off the board and I'm going to go Texas. And the reason I'm going to go Texas is I'm going to take Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning, who's the best quarterback room in the country. Yeah. I think this looks, obviously you look at the starting quarterback and you can pick the best starting quarterback in the nation, which in my opinion is Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders, but I think Texas just overround, like, Arch Manning will be one of the best quarterbacks in the nation next year, and Quinn Ewers the top 5 quarterback this year. Yeah. I think Texas is the best pick.
Good pick. I'm kind of holding off on quarterbacks because I feel like there's teams that won't get picked to other things that will get picked for quarterback, like a Cam Ward in Miami.
Maybe.
So that's why I kind of held off. But that was a good pick, taking Texas off the board as well. Let's see. A
lot of good choices.
Yeah, lots of good choices. I have NIL and fans still available.
Mm-hmm. Two most important things, in my opinion.
I'll probably go to that. One of those here. I'll take the fans. Probably. I mean, A&M's got great fans. It's probably where I'm leaning. What?
No, A&M fans are dorks.
So are LSU fans.
No, they're not. I promise you, they're not worse than A&M fans.
I mean, just the atmosphere that they put on, though, is like really, really good.
For sure.
And I can't really attest to any of these tailgating atmospheres other than LSU's. I haven't been. Right, so I'm thinking more like stadium, and Penn State was a good pick. But I think I'm going to go A&M here.
Okay.
I'm taking a big team off the board here. I could have gone NIL for them, but I'm going to take A&M's fans.
Oof, I don't know. They can be classified as definitely different for sure. But the atmosphere they bring to Kyle Field is
and that's all I can attest to, right? Because for any of these teams, because I haven't been to their tailgating stuff. So.
Okay. This is tough. I think I want to take a team off the board so they're not used later for something. Defense is not. I'm not even looking at defense. I'm thinking about running back and receivers.
Very important.
I think recruiting is very important as well.
Pick it up. What are you thinking? Like what I said last week about the NFL and receivers not being as prime of a position, it's gonna be more opposite in college football, just because of the lack of talent that you may have at DB and stuff. I think receivers are so important in college football. You see that in LSU every year, and in Ohio State and all that. So you make your pick.
Okay, I'm gonna take Oregon for recruiting. I think I wanted to get them off the board because the NIL market is a very big one for Oregon that I don't want Charlie to have. But Oregon recruiting and NIL I think kind of mesh in this situation. Oregon has been very, very good at recruiting the last 5 years. They've been very impressive. They have a ton of Nike money up there. They've been very good at using that, bringing players who want to be involved in that Nike space in the shoe world. I think Oregon has been very impressive with how they've handled the NIL market. In recruiting, I think Dan Lanning's done a really good job. I like Oregon.
You took their recruiting, right?
What?
Took their recruiting?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. This is really getting interesting now. I got a team I want for championships. I'm not going to say it yet because I don't necessarily think you're going there. But I think you absolutely could. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to take Cam Ward because that's so important in Miami. Just obviously quarterback, the most prime position in football, and I think leaving them out there too long can be kind of iffy, right? And so knocking my quarterback down here is very nice for me.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't have Miami for anything, so that doesn't mess me up too much.
Yeah.
What do I have that's big? I think coach is something I got to look at, but I think I'm gonna because I can get them last if I want to. I'm going to take championships, and I'm going to go USC.
Dang it, bro. No way. You knew what I was trying to do.
USC has 9 championships.
You knew what I was trying
so,
to do.
If you remember, they're all in the 60s and 70s, but 9 championships. And the other team that I have on here for championships, I want to pick for a different position, so I'm not going to pick them quite yet. But I'm going to take USC for championships with 9.
I knew it was up your alley.
There's only one other team that you could maybe get that would be high.
You looked it up, didn't you? So you know all the high.
No, I just know USC's top 3. I know they have 9.
I knew USC had a lot.
I think there's one other team that's higher.
Did you look it up though? Like you know?
Mm-mm.
No, because
all I know is Bama's like 1, and like you can think.
Yeah,
I know there's like Princeton, Yale, and like Harvard, but we're not counting. They have like 16 and like 17, 18, but I'm not counting those.
Yeah.
But I think Bama has the most technically, like big school with 16, but Bama's off the board, and I think there's another team that's up there too.
Yeah. See, I don't know anything after that. So I should have taken USC. I almost did it. You heard me.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well.
Well. Got his pick, guys.
No, it's not as important though.
Yeah, my team's cooking, bro.
It's not as important though. I think I'm happy with what I'm doing here too. Now I think I'm probably gonna go to my receivers here. I don't know much about the receivers in college football. I know Colorado's got very deep room. I know Arizona's got McMillan. Ohio State's off the board. Ohio State and LSU probably the best receiving corps. But they're off the board. And what?
And Bama. They're off the board as well.
Bama, yeah, they got good receivers. I'll go ahead and take the deep receiving corps of Colorado.
Okay, that was my pick. So
with with Travis Hunter. Can he play defense too? I feel like I can do that. Pull that off.
Can he play defense too?
Yeah, I feel like can my Travis Hunter pick play defense?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry. Do you think he should win the Heisman?
This year, I think he probably should. Do I think he will? I'm not sure.
Do you think he should win the Heisman?
I think he should.
Okay. Then maybe he can play defense. Alright. Okay, so I do want to shout something out. Defense does win championships, but they will be the last thing I pick off the board because offense is more fun to watch. I'm going to take another team off the board that he cannot pick for championships. I'm going to pick them for running backs. I'm going to go Michigan. Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings have been very, very good this year. Last year it was Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. They just stepped that up. Their running back room is very impressive. They can't throw the ball for nothing. So I'm going to take Michigan's running back room, and I think they have 10 championships. So I'm going to take them off for championships.
Donovan Edwards, good guy there. Now I have one team that just popped in my head for championships. I know they have a few, but I want them for somewhere else too. This will be interesting to think about in the next few minutes. But I have 4 left. I have defense, NIL, championships, and NFL talent. I think I am going to go ahead and take NIL here. Who is the question? Man, it's probably going to be SEC team. They have a lot of money coming in to the SEC. I had one in mind, but I kind of want to use them for somewhere else. Ole Miss put a lot of money this year, but that was just this year. They're not really a big market. No, I'll do it. I'll do Florida for NIL market.
Okay.
I kind of had them for championships, pop in my head. But I think them for NIL market is good. They have a lot of money around in Florida, right? And so, they're gonna. Yeah, they have to spend a lot of money. I got it.
The thing with Florida and the NIL market is they can be very, very successful if they figure out this new NIL stuff. If they can figure it out, they can be very successful. The last couple of years, they haven't been great at it at the start of it. I think they have a ton of money and enough money to be able to be successful at it. I just don't think they've really cemented much yet, but I think with so much money that rolls around Florida, I think it could be really big. I think they can bring a lot of people there. I think it's a good pick. They were there for NFL talent for me, too.
Well, I mean, I think Florida's money pool along with the team. Who do I take for recruiting?
I have no clue.
You put it down. Alabama. Yeah, I think Bama's recruiting plus Florida's NIL market. I think would be freaking awesome. So
maybe. Okay. So I haven't picked receivers yet, and I have no clue where I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
I have no clue what receiving room I want to go. I am going to go NFL talent, and I'm going to take this team off the board. They have 37 NFL players currently. I'm going to go with the Clemson Tigers.
You looked it up.
I looked up this one, yes. I had no clue who had the most NFL talent, so yes. I picked Clemson. They're not going to be picked for really much anything else. We were actually talking about this earlier in the week. I kind of asked because I was confused with... So Clemson in the NIL and recruiting is totally different. Clemson is incredible at recruiting, and Dabo is incredible at recruiting. They have not used NIL at all. They have been horrible in the NIL space. So I think Clemson was a team that wasn't going to get picked because they have a lot of things that just aren't great this year. So I think NFL talent's the best spot to pick them.
Okay. Yeah, I had no clue where I'm going to go with that. Oh, shoot. I keep crossing them off on my list when you pick them. It's not going to work for me. All right. So I have 3 left. Championships, defense, and NFL talent. I think championships and NFL talent are the 2 least important. So I'm going to go to defense here. And I'm going to take Tennessee's defense. I thought about that earlier in the week. I forgot until just now. Tennessee has probably, I think, the best defense in college football right now.
Okay.
They haven't allowed 20 points at all this year.
Okay.
0 games where they've allowed 20 points this year. Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, that's good. They were on my list, too. Another team, so I'm thinking about defense as well. I'm between defense and coaching here because I think I'm going to leave receiver for the end because I have no clue where I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to go... I don't know. I think I'm going to go coach, probably. But I don't even know what coach I'm going to go here.
That's why I went with Kirby Smart early, because I didn't want to be put in your situation.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to go Indiana. And I'm going to go Cam Kamini, or whatever his name. Yeah, Cam Kamini.
I know that, but I didn't know his name.
So he's one of the most funny coaches in college football, and we're building our team off of vibes from here on out, pretty much, with receiver and our defense. So I'm going to go coach. I'm going to go Indiana, and we're going to give them their flowers for being, the 5th overall team in the nation right now?
I think they're number 5.
They are number 5. They are number 5. So give Indiana their flowers.
Okay, I'm going to go championships here. No clue where. I'm looking through this top 25 here. Don't know any of these teams really have a lot that have not been taken. I mean, Notre Dame comes to mind, but they don't really have any championships. Mm-mm. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm in such a terrible position here. Because all the good teams left. I was banking on USC, not going to lie.
Mm-hmm. I
was banking on USC. California teams, maybe like Cal.
Has Cal ever won a championship?
I feel like they have a couple. Maybe the early 2000s, Texas has already been taken. Florida has been taken. That's who I kind of wanted. This is really tough. NFL talent, too, is my other one. And I gotta think through the NFL amount. Know if I know anybody that has a lot of NFL talent right now. I'm just like absolutely. Like, this is where I knew I'd be at the end of this draft. Like I have no clue what to do. Is there a team that has a lot that I'm just not thinking of?
A lot of championships?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I had like 3 on my list, and they've all been picked. So.
Oof, man.
My 3 were Bama, Michigan, and USC.
You know what? We're building a program from the bottom up. All right.
What if you picked like Yale?
That doesn't count. We're gonna build our program from the bottom up. All right. We are going to start where our championship runs now. This is a team that wins the championship a lot.
Okay.
This program that I'm building is gonna have a lot of championships. Okay.
So you're not gonna pick anyone with any championships?
I'll pick a team that I think might have like 1 or 2, like maybe a Notre Dame or like. Oh Lord. Okay. I'll take Cal. I thought Cal might have a few. I feel like Cal might have a few.
I was not expecting Cal to ever come off this board ever.
You know what? I feel like Cal could have a few. I'm looking it up.
Let's see. Leave down in the comments if you know if Cal has any championships. It's a great question. I have no clue. It would have been a very long time ago, which is actually not a bad pick because it's not an Ivy League school, but it's a smart school that might have had football a very long time ago. It's actually not a bad idea.
Oh, 5!
Wow.
I knew it. I felt it right here. 1920, 1921, 22, 23, 30. I'll be counting those though. That's like the Yale era.
20s and 30s.
That's like the Yale era.
Yeah, I mean if we're counting those, then we got to count Yale because Yale's got like 18.
I'm
pretty sure Yale is 18, like or something stupid like that.
I'll look it up. Not Quiz Bowl championships. I mean football.
Oh my god, Quiz Bowl championships.
Yeah. 18.
18. That's got to be number 1.
Yeah, they're like in the 1800s though. So let's see when their reign stopped. I think when Yale's reign stopped, my reign can start. Oh yeah, I can count all of them.
Okay.
Because they ended in 1909.
They played in the 1800s.
And so I think.
Or the 1700s.
More than the 1920s, there's more teams. Like LSU was a team in the 1920s, I do believe.
Yeah.
So I think that's more like actual football. So we're counting by 5 for Cal.
All right, we'll count the Cal. All right, good pull. Okay, so I can't believe this team's still on the board. I'm just going to take them right here for my receivers. I was thinking about it while we were talking. I'm going to go Ole Miss, and I'm going to take Trey Harris and, what's his name, Hawkins. They've been really good this year, very fast, played very well with Jackson Dart. I also thought about taking Jackson Dart for quarterback, but I'm going to take him for receivers. I can't believe Ole Miss is still on the board.
Now,
they've got a bunch of options.
Now, NFL talent.
That's your last one?
That's my last one. So, I want to go... teams that I thought of during the week, like, just randomly, where Michigan has a few guys.
Okay.
Tom Brady. I know LSU, obviously, Florida. Bama has a lot. Clemson, you said, has a lot because you looked it up like a loser. Do you know what? If I knew where Joe Montana and then went to college, that'd help. Don't know at all.
You don't know where Joe Montana went to college?
No, I don't. Where did he go to college?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why do you care?
I'm not going to let you pick them.
Well, I'm not going to pick. I picked Mahomes before I pick.
Oh, then you have to take Mahomes.
Well, no, but where did Joe Montana go to college?
I have no clue.
I'm looking it up. Actually, no, I don't care.
No, you're not looking it up. What?
I don't care. Alright. Looking through these teams, who has not been picked, who has a lot of NFL talent. Do I have permission to look at the SEC standings?
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
Do you want to know who the SEC teams are?
Well, I'm at a couple of these slipping my mind. You know what? Oklahoma's got a few.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma's got actually a lot. I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Not a bad pick at all. I don't know where. I have no clue where they are, but I'm sure they're.
My next pick would have been probably Texas Tech, just get Mahomes. Yeah, but I'll take Oklahoma. That'll be my draft.
All right. I have one last pick. It's going to be defense. What team do I want to give it to? My two options are Army and South Carolina.
I didn't think about either of them.
You know what? Once again, I'm going to give them their flowers. I'm going to go Army. Their defense has been incredible. Their defense has kept them in games this year. They've only allowed they've only allowed over 10 points once this year. And it was like 20-something to East Carolina. Besides that, they've been allowed like 7, 10, 7, 10. It's been very impressive. They've kept them in games. I'm gonna give my flowers to Army as I did to Indiana.
How good is Army's defense though, or is it just the teams they play?
Well, so far it's pretty good. So right now where I am, defense is pretty dang good.
Is it next week they play Notre Dame?
I don't know when they play.
I believe it's next week, so we'll see then. But Tennessee hasn't allowed 20 at all, and they're in the SEC. So.
Oh well, I mean
they give up 19 to Arkansas and their loss. That was the only time they gave up. That was 19 as much they given up. It was in their loss. So. Yeah. All right, good draft. We'll put it up on the screen now. You can decide who won or lost. Comment right now. And while you're doing that, might as well like and subscribe. I mean, like,
Oh yeah.
you want stuff like this?
Oh yeah.
And you want stuff like this season 4, we're going to have MLB, NBA stuff. You're into that, go subscribe now. Know when our season 4 starts, all right?
Okay.
We're coming back around, and we are going to be doing a lot of college football and NFL postseason stuff. Streams coming later this year, so y'all do all that.
It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. This is a good idea. I think I cooked you. I'm not going to lie.
No, I think I cooked you.
I don't know about that.
I think I cooked you.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was a good draft. I think it was a pretty even draft. Realistically. Realistically, I think it was a good draft.
No.
I had the better quarterback.
You literally don't.
Cam Ward is better than
The thing was quarterbacks.
It was QB.
I have the best quarterback room in the nation.
Yeah, but like your backup quarterback won't play then. That's fine. Hey, if you have a good guy on the bench, and that's good. But I have on the field talent. I mean, I got the guy.
Is Cam Ward really that good?
Yeah, he's the best one. I mean, none of them are good this year, but he's the best one.
Cam Ward's really good. He's not the best in the country, but
Who do you think's better? Shador?
It is.
He's wrong.
Okay.
I think Shador's so overrated. I think he's so overrated.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. So,
I know, man.
That's made him underrated at this point. If everyone thinks he's overrated, then he's
I
underrated.
think he's probably rated. All right. Because I don't think he's that good. If whoever drafts him is going to make a mistake.
Oh, really?
If it's in the first round.
Oh. You think Milrow's better than him right now?
I think it's close, but I'd probably give it to Milrow. I don't watch.
That is crazy.
I don't watch a lot of Shador Sanders.
That is crazy.
But I don't think he's very good. He's talented.
You think Dylan Gabriel's better than him?
Yes.
What?
Yes, Dylan Gabriel's
That
very
is
good.
insane.
Dylan Gabriel is very good.
Okay, bro.
Alright, let's get everything on now.
Cue the music.
The Chiefs remained unbeaten on a game-winning field goal block versus Denver. That's right. The Cavs are 13-0, one of 6 teams to ever do that. Miami loses to Georgia Tech this week. Ole Miss downs Georgia, and Bama routs LSU. There's new CFP rankings this week. Notable rankings include Indiana at 5, BYU at 6, Miami all the way down at 9, Georgia down at 12, and South Carolina up to number 21 after not being ranked. Dak Prescott is out for the season with a torn hamstring, like we said last week. He probably would be. Anthony Richardson is going to start this week for the Colts after Joe Flacco's underwhelming 2 weeks. Victor Wembanyama gets his first career 50-burger against the Wizards. Should we really count it? I'm not sure. Christian McCaffrey is finally back just in time for you to win your Fantasy League's losers bracket. The Rays are going to play home games at the Yankees spring training facility in 2025 due to damages in Hurricane Milton to Tropicana Field. And Roki Sasaki, this phenom from I think Japan or Korea or somewhere like that, has entered MLB free agency, but nobody cares because he's a Dodger. Georgia plays Tennessee this week. Dan, I want you to tell me who you have, while also telling me where Juan Soto will land this winter.
Okay. It's a great question. Can I do the Juan Soto one first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, saw a thing, actually, I think it was yesterday, that the Red Sox made a very, very, very good pitch to Juan Soto. Will they get Juan Soto? Most likely not. I think he's going to be a New York Met. That's my prediction. I don't think if he will be. If not, I think he's a Red Sox. I think it would be really, really cool to see him in Boston. I think it would be really fun for him to go up against New York Yankees. I think it would be really cool to see that. I think the Red Sox have a lot building right now, and I think adding a star would be really cool to see.
I'll talk about that.
And then Georgia Tennessee.
Let me talk about Don Sutter real quick.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
So, I think it's a 4-horse race. I think imagine that he was like a Padre. That was weird little piece in time. But I think it's a four-horse race. Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Dodgers. It's all about if he likes his experience in New York, right, as a Yankee. If he loves New York but didn't like the Yankees, he'll go to the Mets. If he loved the Yankees, then they'll re-sign him because they can offer him all the money he wants. And their championship window is very open and continue to open. If the Yankees don't sign him, there's problems and people will be very unhappy. The Yankees don't sign him. So they're going to make a huge offer. It's about if he would rather have the experience as a Met or as a Dodger or as a Red Sox. So my pick would be the Yankees, but it all comes down to what Juan Soto thinks.
I don't think he goes to the Dodgers. That's the one team that I really just don't think he'll go that far.
I mean, I don't know how much money they'll pay him.
I just don't think he'll go back to the West Coast after literally just leaving 2 years ago. Like, it just feels weird. But
he went back to the East Coast after leaving there.
Well, yeah. Well, Juan Soto was there for, 7 years with Washington? I mean, that's different.
No, he was there for like 4 years.
Really?
Tops, yeah. He was a rookie in their World Series.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, I know.
2019, 2021, 22. 4 years.
Huh.
Yeah.
Feels like it was longer. And then Georgia, Tennessee. I'm gonna go Georgia. I don't know. I just think they have a bounce back game. I don't think Tennessee's as good as everyone thinks they are this year. I think Nico's still learning. And I don't know. I just think Georgia's the better team, and they outlast Tennessee.
Georgia is -10. That's terrible. But these are two very overrated teams. Georgia, I think, is back down to properly rated because where they're ranked.
Yeah.
But these are teams that aren't that good. LSU fans really need Georgia to win to keep their hopes alive. Do you even know what they need to do?
I do. Yes, they need to beat Tennessee.
Georgia needs to beat Tennessee, and
then
Arkansas
needs to beat
Missouri.
That's not
or
that's
Texas.
not all you need.
Missouri, or that's it. And you have to win out, and you're in.
Well, that's not it.
Yeah, that's it. Literally.
Because it would be.
Because you go in a tiebreaker.
You're the tiebreaker over Georgia.
You're the tiebreaker over everybody. Because it would.
Because of that Ole Miss.
It would be a 6-team. It would be a 6-team or like 7-team tiebreaker.
Yeah, and you play Texas.
It would go down to the fourth one, and you would win it.
Yeah.
It's you versus Alabama, and that's why Arkansas comes into play because you
need
played
Arkansas to beat Missouri.
Because you played Arkansas, they played Missouri, and that's the tiebreaker.
Or Arkansas to beat Texas.
Or Arkansas to beat Texas. But yeah, Arkansas needs to beat Missouri. Georgia needs to beat Tennessee for LSU to make the SEC championship.
I don't know. LSU needs to worry about themselves.
Yeah, they also need to worry about themselves. Yeah, they need to win out. I'm gonna take Tennessee though. I think Tennessee's gonna win the game. I'm cheering for Georgia with all my heart though.
Hey, can we talk about how Ole Miss, you dogged me on that Ole Miss pick?
Yeah,
I said I was going to be wrong.
I actually listened back to that episode, and
you dogged me.
I dogged you bad, yeah.
Like bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Rough.
You know who won that game?
Ole Miss.
He just said it in recent right now. It was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yeah, I was wrong. I overestimated Georgia.
Or underestimated Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a really good team.
Ole Miss is good.
Like, I think Ole Miss can run the table and still have a chance to win a championship. Like, I still wholeheartedly believe that.
I don't think they can win the championship, but they're too inconsistent in my opinion. But they're a great team. All right, James, you have a minute to get my player.
I have to go first?
Yes, because I feel like...
I want you to go first.
No, because
I went first last time.
My player is written like bold right here. If I move my hand, you're going to accidentally see it.
Put a pin on it. That's what I'm doing right now.
No, my pen's not big enough. It's like written big.
And put your hand on it while you guess.
I'm doing it right now. I don't feel like it. Ready?
Oh, I don't want to guess. I did it last time.
Ready, set, doesn't matter, go.
NBA.
No.
NFL.
Yes.
Okay. NFC East. Or NFC.
No.
AFC?
Yes.
Okay, AFC East.
No.
AFC South.
No.
AFC North.
No.
So AFC West.
Yes.
Is he a Chief?
No.
Is he a Charger?
Yes.
He's a Charger. Is he a quarterback?
No.
Is he a running back?
Yes.
He's a running back? Is he J.K. Dobbins?
No, it's not.
Is it Gus Edwards?
Yes, it is.
Boom.
38
Oh my
left.
God!
That's how you do it. That's how I did with Austin Eckler.
Boom!
Good job. That's what I did with Austin Eckler. Just go, figure out the team, and then go from there. Good job.
Okay.
I thought it might be a little too easy. It was. You can hold the timer.
Mine's pretty easy too, but 3, 2, 1, go.
NBA.
No.
NFL.
Yep.
NFC.
No.
AFC.
Yes.
West.
No.
South.
No.
East.
Yes.
AFC East. Bills.
No.
Patriots.
No.
Dolphins.
Yes.
Offense.
Yes.
Quarterback.
No.
Running back.
No.
Receiver.
Yes.
Tyreek.
No.
Waddle.
No.
Barrios.
No.
Shoot. OBJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason I remembered he was there is because they talked about him on their game last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do it because he played pretty well and he finally like started playing. He's like the old head on the team who like gets everybody hyped.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Kind of like it was on the Rams.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into NFL picks now. No guests this week. We had like 4 guys cancel on us, excluding one like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, Will, I heard. You heard. All right. Anyway, last week Landry went 9 for 13, one off the tie. He's now in third place at 69.2%.
Good for Landry.
Yep. All right.
It doesn't win you anything, but
yeah,
good for you being in the top 3.
How do you do like the leaderboard? Do you do all of them, or do you just like top 3?
Top 3.
Yeah, so he's in that graphic now.
Yep.
Do you put like if they don't get top 3? Do you put like who last week was? I thought you should do that. Like that's the bottom, like fine print.
Mm-mm.
If they don't get top 3, you'd be like last week.
Sadiq was last week. You can go back and look at it. It's like Sadiq was like 3, and then I put in the caption. I was like Landry like dropped Sadiq out of the top 3 or whatever. So and Landry enters the top 3.
Okay.
Like so you can kind of tell.
Yeah, I feel like if someone doesn't make it, you can still like shout them out. But like, they got this much.
Maybe.
Like Harrison got 38%.
Yeah, well, Harrison was horrible.
All right,
so, like,
let's make this quick because we were running out of time. Saints Browns.
I said I wouldn't pick New Orleans ever again, but that was when we had Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
We now got the Rizzler as our coach. So I'm gonna go New Orleans. This is Jameis Winston's back home game. I hope Jameis Winston throws for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns because he's one of my favorite Saints of all time.
We need to tank.
And New Orleans generally, you're not going to make the playoffs. You might, but you're not going to win in the playoffs. There's no chance of the Super Bowl anymore. New Orleans, I think, will win this game. I don't think they should. I think they win it by field goal.
Oh, it's a bad game. I think Jameis has a bad day. I think New Orleans wins, which is kind of bad because they need to tank for Cam Ward.
Yeah. Cam Ward, what?
That's who the first quarterback off the board is.
We shouldn't take a quarterback.
No, you have to take a quarterback and put him behind Derek Carr for a year.
Does nothing for your team.
Yeah, you don't need something for your team next year. You're in a hard rebuild, James.
Bro, what?
Bengals, Chargers.
Okay. This is Sunday Night Football.
I just had the Bengals favorited, so they go the top.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Cincy. They're playing really good football right now. If I'm being honest, they're playing very, very good. I think Chase Brown and J.K. Dobbins both have big days. I think it's a big running game on Sunday Night Football. But I got Cincy outlasting the Chargers.
Yeah, the Bengals. They're playing their best football. It's not translating to wins, but they're playing their best football.
They're playing very good football.
It's gonna be a well played game in this one. Because the Chargers have been so surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll take Cincinnati.
Okay.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
This is gonna be a battle. I'm being honest. This is gonna be a very good game. I gave that edge to Pittsburgh. I think that they're gonna be. I think their defense is just gonna be better in this game. We've said it all year that Pittsburgh's defense is really good. I think Russell Wilson plays a really good game. Him and George Pickens are clicking on all cylinders. I think Pitt wins this game by like 10. I think they actually win by a good margin. But I think Lamar puts up a good fight in the first half, but can't do it in the second.
By the way, I didn't say James did win the one difference last week, so now it's 10.
Chipping away.
Now it's by 10. With 7 weeks to go? 8?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this will be my game this week.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know you didn't pick Pittsburgh.
97-87 is the score. Yeah, this is a huge game in the AFC North. Huge game. Lamar's really struggled versus the Steelers in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that changes this week. I think Baltimore wins it in a really close one.
Okay.
Detroit-Jacksonville.
This will be Detroit. Don't need to talk about it much. Detroit's the best team in the NFC. They'll win this game.
Yeah, they won 7 in a row. Did you know that? I
mean 7 in a row.
Detroit's won 7 games in a row. Yeah, I didn't.
It's just kind of flown under the radar.
Yeah, it didn't enter my mind until this week that they've won so many games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I think that extends this week. Obviously, just another really tough game for Jacksonville. Their strength of schedule has been out of this world. And I'll take Detroit.
It'll be Mac Jones starting, by the way, so it won't be a win.
Yeah, go Mac. Rams, Patriots.
So my Patriots pick got me that 1 point edge last week. I do think it's close. Drake May's playing very good, like really good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think it's close. I really wanted to pick the Patriots, but I got the Rams. I think it's an very big offensive game, but I got the Rams winning.
I was scared you would pick the Patriots because I really am not confident about this.
Mm-hmm.
But these two teams are playing really well right now. I think the better team in the Rams does win that.
Okay.
All right, Jets, Colts.
The Jets, this is a must-need win, obviously. Like, this is a win where you can kind of run the table right now and still make the playoffs. So, I think the Jets are still focused on that goal. They don't have many hard opponents left in the season. I do think the Jets win this one, and I don't think it's close.
Can let the Panthers run the table and make the playoffs?
Well, no.
I mean, they have 8 losses right now, right? So they could go 9-8, technically.
I mean...
you took the Jets, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but the Jets is actually realistic.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson is back, y'all, but he's going to play really bad. I think Jets win an ugly one. Vikings, Titans.
Vikings. They're starting to look a lot more human. But I think the big thing with them is that they're the better team. I think Sam Darnold finally starts to play a little bit better. Tennessee's just really bad. Their quarterback play has been so bad. I'm going to take the Vikings here in a close one, but I got Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, that they look more human.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for a word. That's great. But Tennessee's just a joke. It'll be a blowout win for Minnesota, in my opinion. Miami, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is even a bigger joke. I'm going to go with Miami here. They finally looked pretty good last week. I don't think they look really any better than that. I don't think they make the playoffs, but I'm going to say Miami wins this one pretty easily.
Yeah, they're coming off a big win where they finally looked back like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think they keep it going versus a bad Raiders team. They're probably not going to make the playoffs, but this is going to be a big win for them. Green Bay, Chicago.
This is a big rivalry game, but I have Green Bay winning this one. Caleb Williams is not... The last couple games, he hasn't looked great. So I'm going to go Green Bay, and I'm going to go with the better quarterback play. I got Packers.
Yeah, Chicago's looked really bad in the recent games. There'll be no problem for the Packers. Give me the Packers. Denver, Atlanta.
This is a game where, I've been on Atlanta the entire year. I think Atlanta is one of the best teams in the NFC. They looked real bad last week against New Orleans. They looked real bad. I'm going to go with Denver. They actually they got more turf, newer turf or something in their stadium for less injuries to players. So that's cool. But besides that, I got Denver winning this one. Very close. I got the Broncos.
All right, I think Atlanta actually bounces back with vengeance in this game.
I hope they did.
Kirk Cousins, is he playing? Yeah, he's playing. He's a guy that's isn't gonna have 2 bad games in a row. I feel like in his career, Denver isn't gonna be able to handle them. I got Atlanta.
Okay.
Seattle, San Francisco. By the way, that's 2 differences. Yay, James. Seattle, San Francisco.
I'm gonna go with the Niners. Really, just have no clue who's gonna win this game. I'm gonna be honest. Seahawks have looked really good on defense. Niners have looked stagnant on offense. I just think they're the better team. I think the Niners win this one at home.
All right. Yeah, Seattle's been underwhelming as of late.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco's looking much better. I think it's gonna be below and for San Francisco, but like the thing is, like San Francisco needs to make this comeback in this season and make the playoffs and get far in there, or else people are gonna say their championship window is over, and those people will be right.
Yeah.
Right, because they gotta pay Brock Purdy. They already had to let people go last offseason. It's gonna be even worse this offseason. They gotta win, and they gotta win now. Give me San Francisco. Actually, we're gonna save it. Houston, Dallas.
I'm going to save the big game. Okay. Monday Night Football, Houston, Dallas. It'll be Cooper Rush. Trey Lance will end up coming in at some point because Cooper Rush is horrible.
Yeah, I think they need to put Lance in.
It'll be a blowout win for Houston. I think Joe Mixon just keeps going crazy. I don't really have much to say. I think Houston's a good team. I don't think they can really make a run this year, but I got them over Dallas. Dallas is just a dumpster fire right now.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? Cooper Rush is terrible. Threw for like 45 yards last week. Like, how do you do that in an NFL game? Like, I feel like... Never mind. Easy win for the Texans. But I do like the Dallas being bad now. We can really talk about it as a two-horse race in the NFC East between the Commanders and the Eagles, even though the Eagles might be running away with it now.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like having Dallas and there was an extra wrinkle that we don't need. Like, give me the two-horse race, big time, let's go. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're forgetting about the biggest ones in the NFC East. We're forgetting about New York.
Okay.
I mean...
They don't play this week. Good for you.
Yeah, Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors. I'm not going to forget about that. I mean, I did pick New Orleans.
Yeah, I did too. But they're equally bad, so I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
Buffalo, KC.
Biggest game of the week. I said this a couple weeks ago where I think the Chiefs can go undefeated, but this is going to be their biggest test, right? It's in Buffalo. I don't know if it's going to be cold. I have no clue. Maybe it will be. I think it's a 3 o'clock kick, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Chiefs. I think they're just a better team. And I think that they continue. I think they run the table from here on out. I think they go undefeated this year. However they're going to do it, they're going to figure out ways to win. I got the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't think an NFL team will ever go undefeated again.
Oh.
Ever.
Wow. Okay. Well.
But just because of all the parity that's starting to kind of like, there's so much talent that every team has talent now. Any team can beat any team any given week.
Well, Tennessee doesn't have much talent.
Tennessee, they're an NFL team. They could go out. They could beat the Chiefs on a good day for them and a bad day. Kansas City. You know what I mean? Like Denver basically did it last week.
Yeah, but they didn't win.
Yeah, they should have. Case, I heard it was like the Chiefs players like caught onto something on the Denver's kicking team.
Yeah, I was watching the game.
I didn't watch it, but all right. This is the game of the week. The two teams that I really love to pick. I don't think the Chiefs are going undefeated. But I think my king, he's gonna play his best game of the year. And Kansas City does take their first loss by a touchdown against Buffalo.
Okay. So 3 differences this week.
Yeah, this is a chance for me to push you away, for you to climb back in.
So I need the Chiefs, I need Pittsburgh, and I need Denver.
Yeah, I need the other teams.
Okay.
I'm cheering for all the other teams too. I don't care about Atlanta, really, just because I don't care. All right, anyway, dog of the week.
Dog of the week.
I'm gonna start. I have a duo this week. It was a tough decision, but I ended up going with this duo for Boston College. Their running backs.
Oh yeah.
Kyler Robichaux and Jordan McDonald. Kyler Robichaux had 28 carries, 198 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jordan McDonald, 15 carries, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Together, ready for this? 43 carries, 331 yards, 3 touchdowns. They led Boston College to a 37-31 win over Syracuse, who is not a bad team.
Okay. I watched them against Florida State, the Boston College duo. They run the ball they're very impressive. They have a quarterback who is like the exact same build as Kyler Murray. He runs the ball just like Kyler Murray, throws the ball just like Kyler Murray. Thomas Castellanos. They're a very run-heavy team. They're actually a really fun team to watch. I like that pick. I went with probably the biggest dog of this week, in my opinion, in probably the biggest game of the week. I went with Jalen Milroe.
Yes.
So I do have to give him his flowers, obviously. I'm gonna say this right now. The reason I didn't want to pick him is because he was horrible passing the ball. Like, he is one of the worst quarterbacks that is like in this elite tier at passing the ball. He probably is the worst.
He was good last year too. He just fell off a cliff.
Like,
he was a solid passer last year.
He was solid,
or at least like a first year Jaden level. You know what I mean? Like the second year Jaden was like out of this world, but like first year Jaden, I feel like because I feel like Milroe had that shot to jump up in the passing game like Jaden did.
Jaden was really good. Jaden was good passing.
Maybe not as good, but I feel like they're in a similar area to where Jalen Milroe could make that jump.
The thing with Milroe is his deep accuracy is so bad.
Yeah.
Like he can throw the check downs and stuff like that, but he can't like the way that Jaden could just drop it in the bucket. Yeah. Like it was so impressive. But he went 12 for 18 with 109 yards in the passing game. You're like, how's this guy a dog? Right?
Yeah, I mean that's solid. That's solid numbers.
Is it?
I mean,
bro.
For only 18 passes, that's all right.
Exactly. But he had 12 carries for 185 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's the best running back. He's the fastest player on the team for Bama. He's going to lead him to most likely a playoff spot now with that win. It's going to be interesting to see what Bama can do in the playoffs if they get in there. But I think Milroe was the biggest dog this week. I got to give him his flowers over a big win in Death Valley. Pretty much was not even halfway filled after halftime. So
They beat Clemson?
They didn't.
Death Valley?
No. Yeah, we actually play at Death Valley next
We
time.
do.
We do.
And
LSU,
they come to
Clemson,
Death
and then
Valley
they come.
in 2
Yeah,
years.
we'll see who the better Death Valley is.
Losers.
We'll probably lose. Let's be real.
No, Clemson's going to get worse every year. All right. Well,
Good point.
that'll do it for us here on a fine, I guess today's Friday for us, fine Friday afternoon.
Great Friday afternoon.
So yeah, we'll see y'all next week for a banger NFL episode, I think. And yeah.
Yeah, most likely NFL. So
We'll see y'all in the next one.
peace out, guys.